What's going on, guys? Happy New Year! Hope you had an excellent start to the year, guys, and a restful weekend. I know we had a really nice, quiet weekend yesterday. I just got home right now, basically, like a few minutes ago. Was over at my dad's house, helping him out, working on some stuff in the backyard. And, it's time to get to work on the weekly watch list, go over some of the 2022 predictions on the overall market, and some individual tickers, maybe like AMC, GME, Tesla, Palantir, and some of my plans for this year. I have plans this year to possibly invest in the stock market, in real estate. I always invest in the stock market, but like actual bigger investments than the normal. So stock market, crypto, and real estate. We can discuss all those today if you want. So we'll see how it all goes, but we'll start jumping into some charts here pretty soon. But how did everyone have their, how did you spend your New Year's? What did you guys do? Big Dane, Trading Yoga Girl, The Beast, Kevin, Jose, what's up? Dwayne, what's going on, guys? I'm glad to see all the familiar faces in here. I'm sorry, there's one name there. I can't pronounce it. I don't know how to. I wouldn't even know. I wouldn't do it any justice. But you know what? A-N-E, I see that. So, Annie, welcome. Kevin says he enjoyed the dry weather that we had here in Florida. Nice. Yeah, we had some really good weather. Chilled at home and locked the front door. Nice. Hey guys, do me a quick favor. Remember to hit that like button for me. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube's finicky algorithm. I got a lot of stuff that I'm going to be doing this year. A lot of changes. I'm going to be trying a lot of new stuff in the channel this month. A lot of new stuff this month as I kind of figure out a new schedule for 2022. Happy New Year, Jose. And like I'm thinking this week specifically, I'm just gonna be live Monday through Thursday, like I usually am, and then I'm gonna have tomorrow. There's gonna be a new video out. And that's a new video that some people asked me. I did some YouTube shorts, and it was about mining cryptocurrency. And some people asked me to do a video showing my mining setup. So I'm gonna do that video tomorrow, and then probably on Wednesday I'm gonna do a video on trading emotions and revenge trading and such. And that might be it for videos for this week. But I still do the lives every pre-market as usual. And then next week, I'm going to do something similar. Just trying to figure out a new routine. Because the day trading recap videos, they're not getting the views that they used to get like a year and a half ago. A year and a half ago, I would drop a day trading recap. I get like 1,000 views. Now, a couple hundred if I'm lucky. So they're not doing that well. So I'm looking to change it up here. I'm going to be trying a lot of new stuff this month. Going into February. And so we'll kind of figure out a new routine for the channel going into this year. If you guys have any ideas on videos or maybe like segments you'd like me to incorporate into the channel, you can throw it up in chat there. I'll write it down and we'll try it out. We'll try it out. If the analytics show that it does well, I'll keep it going. Let's go ahead and start looking at some charts here. First, we're going to go over like a little lesson as well, guys. So that's the first thing we're going to do today. We're going to do a little lesson to kind of kickstart the day off, the live stream. You often hear people talk about, that VWAP, I want to use VWAP. I want to trade with VWAP. In my opinion, it's a bit of a problem, a bit of an issue if you're going to trade just off of one singular indicator. So in this video here, well, not in this video, in this live here, we're going to do a little lesson now, and it's going to be how to use VWAP properly. All right, and at least one example of using VWAP properly is what we're going to do here. And in this chart here, you can see it's Tesla, and this one Tesla was in the $800 range. All right, and what I want you to notice is how Tesla exploded right off the bell this day, put in a high, all right, gave a quick little pullback, and then pushed up high. And then it finally gave a pullback. And if you look, nice, I like this zoom. If you look, you see how every time it came near this VWAP, it bounced right off. Look, near it, bounced off. Near it, bounced off. So it's showing you that we're having support right in front of VWAP, right? So you could use that VWAP as a stop, all right, underneath it, obviously. But is it just VWAP? Is it just that purple line? Is it magical? Why is that working? Well, technical analysis is a self-fulfilling prophecy. The reason it works is because you and I basically have an understanding, a contract between us, unspoken, that it will work. Now, obviously, it doesn't always work, but in this case here, it's working. And oftentimes, people are just traded like it's a line. It's this magical line that works, but that's not so much the case, especially if you're just going off of the one singular thing. In this case, we have two things going on here, right? But there's going to be an extra key here that's going to tie it all in together, and we'll go over that in a minute. The very first thing you'll want to notice is that this VWAP is lining up with this previous high right here. Look, you see this circle? That's that previous high. That was a little bit of a resistance zone. All right, and now it's lining up with that general area, also the 23.6 Fibonacci, and also that 9 AMA. So you have various levels here converging, and there's more to it there that we'll go into some other time. But for now, we're just going to talk about, basically how you're tying up this VWAP with this previous resistance zone here. That level there is now in conjunction, teaming up and working together, solidifying that support zone a little bit extra. All right. Now, where would you set your stop? In this case, you'd set your stop just underneath it. Now, why would this be a trade that I would look at? Well, it wouldn't just be because of that. Oftentimes, and I remember when I was learning to trade, I would be in a room with somebody teaching and talking about stuff. And I mean, they're still out there. Their room is still out there. And it was a really good room. It was one that I found when I first started trading. And they would never talk about volume. Never. It's such a huge mistake, because volume is everything when you're trading a setup or when you're trading a pattern, a chart pattern. In this case, what you want to do is scroll back here, look at the volume. You see how the volume on the push up was rather large? And you see how the volume on this pullback and consolidation was smaller? Okay? That right there is what's showing you that this pullback is buyable. It's buyable because it's happened on light volume, showing calm, cool profit taking and not panic selling. Okay, you see how I drew these candles here? This is what I do every single day in the Discord at the daytraderchatroom.com. All right, this is what I do every single day when I'm before I'm in the trade. More than likely, this was a setup that I was looking at to get into, and I was going over it in the room. So you can join us. Tomorrow's Monday, and we stream for free on Mondays. So you can join us right there if you like. So that's what I do every single day. Now, what I want you to notice again is you have the bigger volume on the push higher, and then you have the pullback, and you have that volume start to kick in, and you have that decreasing volume. You could easily take a long position in front of that level and just hold the bottom underneath that VWAP as your stop zone. And then your first take profit would be up here in front of $900. But think about it. This is 890 here. Let's say you got in there 890, 891, and 92, okay? Your stop would be underneath VWAP. That's looking like it's about 887, right? Your first take profit, your very first take profit is about $8 away. That's risk reward. Those are the type of plays you want to put yourself in. Oftentimes you see people, they're stepping all over each other at the bell, like chasing 5 cents, 7 cents, maybe 15 cents, right? That's not what you want to do. You want to put yourself in these types of setups that might have, you know, what does this have? About $4, $3 in risk, right? On your first take profit, you're probably making about $8 on the first take, because you're going to scale out of it, meaning your follow-up takes $15 in profit per share. Hello, you know, this is the type of stuff. And this could have been a $4 stock, and it'd be the same rule, the same setup. And you're talking about that $4 stock, you probably would have had about 15 cents in risk with about 45 cents in your first take profit. Think about it. Those are the type of setups you really want to put yourself in. So you always want to watch for those calm, cool pullbacks into multiple support zones like that. All right, so there you go. Boom. Little lesson on how to properly use VWAP to trade. Let me see. Joe says, I know this sounds stupid perhaps, but I think a small account challenge would get a lot of people watching. Just as thought. Joe, it doesn't sound stupid at all. And it would. It absolutely would. But there's a thing with those small account challenges, is that it takes a while to build them up. It does. It takes a while. And that means that throughout that time frame, I'm not making any money. And unlike YouTube furus that have, you know, a couple thousand subscribers in their chat room that they can live off of, I don't have that luxury because we just started, so I don't really have that luxury. I need to trade to make money. So that's number one. Number two, small account challenges, they give a false sense of security to new traders, because, you know, I could grab, I don't know, a couple $1,000 and maybe turn it, you know, into 15,000 over the course of a few weeks or a few months. Okay, the way I trade, anyways. And then what will happen is that not only am I not making any money for me during that time, it'll get a brand new trader and be like, oh my God, all I got to do is put $2,000 in my trading account and follow these types of trades or follow his YouTube videos and I can make 15,000. No, you can't. You won't. It's not you can't, you won't. Right? Because they lack the amount of education in trading, the amount of wisdom, the amount of trading maturity needed to do such a thing. So that's one of the other reasons I don't really like those. You know, maybe someday I'll do one to get the views on YouTube, but for now, yeah. Claudio Brotastic Wolf, you think NTRB is going to keep running tomorrow? I hope, Claudio says, I hope NTRB keeps running. It held $10 on Friday. Let's take a look here. NTRB, you know what? This is a perfect segment so that we can start building out the weekly watch list. What I'll do is I'll come back later and take screenshots of them, but NTRB is definitely going on the weekly watch list. So NTRB, the only issue for it would have been better for NTRB. Let's clear up this chart. You know what? Let's make this into a daily chart. Wait, why does it look that way? That's a daily chart. That's weird. All right, so we'll just use this one. It would have been better for NTRB to have closed above that 200-day moving average. It would have been better, but yeah, it would have been better. It's not bad. It's not bad. It's got to hold 950, $10 to really have these shorts trapped. Because look, let's come on over here to the hourly chart. Including the after hours data, we've put ourselves in a bit of a bull flag setup. And it's really nice too. You got nice big volume on the way up, and you got nice slow decreasing volume on the way down. During the flag consolidation, that's what you want to see. But that $12 zone, you got that 200-day moving average right there, about 1150, $12. Then you have this previous high here at 1230. Let's go to a weekly. Clean this up a little bit. Next level is going to be 15. Next level will be right there in that $15 zone. So I would like to see this one break 1230. So NTRB watching for for the $10 area to hold support, but really want to see it get over 12.30s. Could have room towards 15. So that's what I'd want to see on that. Guys, before I forget, I don't know if my boy Jonal's in here, but we're extending. He wanted to. He told me, no, Jesse, let's extend it until Friday. We're extending the DTC Pro plan. If you sign up for the DTC Pro, we're going to give you a full 1-year subscription to TC2000. That's these scanners and charts that you see right here. All right, scanners and charts that you see right there. You can get the TC2000 scanners for free for a full year. So I'm going to put the link in chat for you. Okay, man, perfect. So you can put the link up if you want next. This special will end on Friday, guys, at 12 at midnight. So Brotastic Wolf after 12:50, there's no resistance till 15. Yep. So NTRB, that's what I'll be watching. That's what I'll be watching on that one. Let's see. HLGM was another one that made a big move. Lighter volume. This thing's gone though. It's way up there. AFI made a move towards 3 there on Friday. You could definitely put this one on watch here for a hold of this $3 zone. Yeah, we're definitely going to put that one on watch there. AFI. No, AFI. Watching for the $3 area to hold support on pullbacks. Could have room towards $4, which is that 200-day moving average zone, guys. So we'll build out the weekly watch list here together. There's your 200-day moving average. And here you can see that previous support that kicked in. Really nice and strong at 3 in the past. So maybe now we can hold that level as support. We'll see. Here are the trade idea scanners. These were picking up some of the same ones. Some of them anyways. Trade ideas, guys, they end tomorrow. They have a 25% off code right here for trade ideas, but this ends tomorrow. You want to check that out. 25% off. They only do that like 2, maybe 3 times a year, and it's always at the end of the year. So definitely take advantage of that. If you've been thinking about using trade ideas, I've been using trade ideas since I was a new trader trading in a paper account years ago. Well, the first moment I saw trade ideas was in the room I was in as a member. This is like years ago. And I was like, you know what? If I'm going to do this and I'm going to go the long haul, I want to have the tools since now so I can learn to use everything together in conjunction. That way, once I'm ready to trade live money, I already know how to use my tools. So I've been using them since then, and you just can't go wrong. Even if you don't want to build your own scanners, which I've built my own, even if you don't want to build your own, you could just use their out-of-box scanners. They're already tuned, and they got an endless amount of them. So NYC was one of them that was hitting here on the higher day scanner on the trade idea scans on Friday as it pushed up here towards 12. This one's been on a 2-day tear and a 3-day move. Kind of already made most of the move though. That $12 zone is going to be tough resistance for it to break through. But I guess you can always watch and see if it breaks through 12. You could see here previously it was a level of resistance there and here. You can watch and see if it can break over 12. It's got to break over 1240 as well. That was a previous support zone. But it's a really light volume play, so it's not really something that's going to make the list for me. That one's really not going to make the list for me. All right, so we got 2 there that I'm going to have on the watch list for now. We'll keep working on it later. This month, guys, remember the shorting course comes out over for the DTC Pro subscribers. So your shorting course will come out later this month. This week I'll be doing some of the recording as Jonah starts getting over the info to me. I already sent him all the rough drafts, so all I got to do is put him all in nice, neat and then I will do all the recordings. CPOP. CPOP has been in play here, but like we saw it hold the 270s really nicely. That 350 zone has become resistance. We need to watch and see if it can hold the 350 zone. The problem is that most of these small caps haven't been trading all that well the last 2 weeks. So that's why they've been very difficult. Levels haven't been holding up. They've been rather grinders overall as well. So CPOP watching for the 350 area to hold support. Could have room towards 430s. Break over that with volume. Could have room towards 5 and 6. Towards 5 and 6 there. Guys, and this is the weekly watch list. If you don't get it in your email and you want to sign up for it, then go here. Boom. Do that. Just click that, scroll to the bottom right hand side, and you'll see where you can sign up for the weekly and the daily watch list, and we'll send that to you for free in your inbox. All right, guys. So you know what? Let's get into this here. We got 21 people in the stream. We can start going over some other tickers. Guys, do me a quick solid though. We got 21 people watching the stream, and we only have 13 likes. Do me a quick favor there and hit that like button for me. It really helps out tremendously with the YouTube algorithm a lot. You know, it really does help out a lot. There we go, 14, 15. Nice. Keep them coming, guys. All right, so do you guys have any tickers you want me to take a look at for you here before we move on to the next segment? Because after this, we're going to go and we're going to talk about my long-term investment plans for the year in stock market, in crypto, and in real estate. Then after that, we're going to talk about AMC and GME. And then lastly, we'll talk about the SPY. So if you have some tickers, throw them up there in chat. All right, so we got BA. Umberto says to check into BA. Guys, those of you who don't know, Umberto is the day trader, the swing trader mod over at the daytraderchatroom.com. So he's our swing trading mod over there. And you can get to know him a little bit more if you like, just right here in the Discord. He posts his ideas there constantly. So BA, you like it for a short under 199. It's under 200. Let's take a look at that. Yeah. It's got room to fall under that level to at least 193. At least. If it breaks under 193, we got room all the way down to 180s. To the mid 180s. To the mid 180s. That's a good one to watch, man. You already had a death cross trigger on this one right here too. Guys, those of you who don't know what a death cross is, we talk about this in the swing trading course, all right? That's one of the courses. Our DTC Pro subscribers, they get access to all the courses always, including the new courses coming out now in January, the shorting course. So in the swing trading course, we talk about the death cross. The death cross is when the 50-day moving average crosses over the 200 down and under it, like you see here. So boom. And now you can see how that 50-day moving average has become a level of what? Resistance. Resistance. All right, so that's a good one, Umberto. Definitely keep that one on watch. PFE. You want me to take a quick look at PFE? Let me clear this chart up. Yeah, if PFE can break and hold basically that $60 zone. It's got room towards 62 almost. KPRX. Ooh, that's an ugly candle. This thing doesn't trade volume. This is the most volume this thing's traded in a long time. This thing doesn't trade volume, but this is good volume on that day, at least. But that's just a bad looking daily candle here. The good thing that it has for it right now is that it's holding that 50-day moving average. But this, if it starts to hold levels, that's good because it's going to trap shorts. Because this is a candle that shorts would pile on in here to short this thing. See if they can write it back down to $1 or even the 90s, 80-cent area. Where did this thing come from? Yeah, 90-cent area. So that's the type of candle that is. That's a candle that just, like if you go fishing, you know, I go fishing all the time. I don't know if you've seen my videos. I have a house down in the Keys. My boat's on the dock with a boat lift. I press a button, the boat goes into the water and I go fishing. So when I go fishing, I put out chum. That's just a bunch of cut up fish and stuff in the water. And that attracts game fish, attracts fish I want to catch, throw in the cooler, take it back to the dock and deep fry it. So that candle right there is like chum to bears. So this thing has attracted a bunch of shorts for sure into this. Now, will they win? Well, it depends, right? If we hold that 50-day moving average of support and then quickly get back above 160s, 180, shorts are trapped. You could see this thing squeeze, give you a move towards 240 or up to $3 where this 200-day moving average is at. So that's something to keep an eye on because that's that type of candle that will could trap shorts if we get right back above 170, let's say. Give me a second here, guys. All right. All right, you guys, let me see. So KRPX, we went over that one. Do puts on what? Trading Euro Girl, which stock? What type of what ticker are you talking about? BA? Yeah, you can buy puts on BA. That would be Umberto's trade there. So I don't know what his time horizon would be on that. But if it's a swing trade, you know it depends. It depends on the swing trade. You might want to buy puts a month or two out. It might be a couple weeks out, depending on how quickly you're thinking you're gonna get to where you're gonna go. No, Boeing. I don't know. It's just not my type of trade. That would be better suited for Umberto because it depends on what he thinks the time horizon is on getting down here. Then based on that, you would look for the put for the expiry on the puts. Yep, no problem. All right, guys. You have any other tickers or any questions at all? I don't care. Just ask me if you have a question. You can ask away. No, it's fine. It doesn't matter that you don't trade options, Umberto. Umberto would short the stock himself, but like let's say you have an idea of okay, this is going to be a 2-week swing trade for me. Then based off of that, somebody could trade put options on it since it's to the short side, and they could buy options a month and a half, 2 months out. Because typically you would know, like for me, for example, I did an overnight swing trade on the SPY this week. Strictly overnight. It was overnight swing trade, meaning that the very next day I was closing that position. So if you have an idea, oh, this, I'm going to be in that, if that short triggers for me, I'm going to be in it for the next 2 months until it hits my target. It could take up to 2 months. Then you have an idea. All right, guys, if you have any other questions, if not, we'll start moving on to the next segment here, which is going to be the long-term investments for me for 2022 and my 2022 outlook on some of this stuff as well. You want me to take a look at Tesla for you? Let's make this daily chart a little bit bigger here. Wavy, welcome to the Discord. Glad to have you on there. Looking forward to trading with you tomorrow. Remember to tune in on the live stream section. Look for Free Chat Monday, and then you can tune in there and come on in for the day. Tomorrow's Free Chat Monday. So if you guys want to join the free Discord, check that link out. Welcome to the team, Wavy. So Tesla, let's go ahead and erase some of this stuff on here. Tesla is clearly holding on right now to that 50-day moving average. You can see that clear as day. Boom. Disregard that huge wick. Obviously, that was a misprint. They happen all the time. So Tesla's holding on to that 50-day moving average. If it can hold on to that 50-day moving average, you have clear-cut resistance right in here in about that 1020 zone. If we can get above 1020, then I think Tesla, if it has volume, has a clear shot basically at 1170s or so. But it needs to get 1120. It needs to, did I say 1020? It needs to break and hold that 1120 area. It needs to break and hold that level. All right, any other tickers or any other questions, guys? Do I think Novax has news already priced in? If there is a rumor of it, then, already out, and it's been out for some time, like the rumor or the potential news, then yeah. If it's something fresh, maybe like a day ago, then, maybe not. Then maybe not, but typically speaking, that type of stuff is already priced in for the most part. Let's go here real quick. Let's look up NVAX real quick for you. See, this thing has been trading for a while on this channel here. It's been trading for a while on that channel. So it's got room to fall now. It is right now in front of a potential support zone. Look, let's erase this. Let's clean it up. Let's scroll in here. We are underneath that support zone. We're underneath that support zone right now. So your next level of support isn't until 140. You could see here, previous bounce area. Previous resistance zone. So that would be your next level. It's in a really choppy area. It's not something I would touch at this point here. Under 140, you really got room down to 135, this little gap right here. 135, 136. You can see it was previously a level of support back here. It's in a very choppy area. And then under that, you have room to 130s. And then your big level wouldn't be until 121, which is clearly right here. Boom. Boom. And bang. But it's in a really, really choppy area. Like you could honestly come in here and do that. And you can see the channel. Clear as day. You can see that channel right there, clear as day. So right now, you know, if when we're going to look at this for a swing trade, you could wait until you get down here. See if that level bounces, gives you confirmation, and then maybe you get a swing trade out of it. I don't like swing trading these biotechs because you just never know when some random news is going to come out and the stock's going to gap down and open up down here. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not a fan of that. When we talk about swing trades for the most part, I also mentioned that as well in the swing trading course. And the swing trading course, we came out with that one earlier this year, and it's for our DTC Pro members. They always get access to all the courses that we come out with. They always get access to all the content really that we come out with, and they also lock in their price as DTC Pro members. So now when the new course comes out this month, which is the shorting course, they automatically get access to it. There's no upsells. And now also you get the free TC2000 scanners for the year. Later this year, we're going to actually expand on the day trading course of things. All right. So now in January, boom, the shorting course comes out. And then later this year, we're going to expand on the day trading course. All right. That's already out. Okay. So we have NTRB, AFI, CPOP. We went over a little bit of NVAX there for you. Do you guys have any last minute questions or any other tickers you want me to take a look at? If you do, throw it out now. Otherwise, we're going to move on and go into some more info here. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into this here. Okay, so long-term stuff that I'm looking at this year, I'm going to be waiting for possibly, I would say March, April, May, around that time frame. I'm going to be looking really heavy at the overall market because we know inflation is nuts right now. Like, we know inflation is crazy, and the Fed already has announced, you know, what they're going to do into this year regarding interest rate hikes. But I suspect that one of two things might happen. One of three things. Either the Fed's right, and if the Fed's right, then nothing changes. They keep the interest rates as planned, and market just keeps going. That's it. But we're realists here, and more than likely the Fed's probably going to be wrong. The only way, one of the things that can help the Fed tremendously is that the gridlock with the product chain, you know, like everything coming out and it being on the shelves, transportation getting worked on, and just being able to get products into the United States, getting products into or onto the shelves. That's important. If that gets fixed, that's going to help out a lot as far as inflation goes, and we might not see a huge uptick in inflation, and that, you know, that'll help the Fed. That'll help the Fed because they're not going to have to. They're not going to have their hands forced into raising rates faster than they want. But in the real world, right? If that doesn't happen, then what's going to happen? Well, the Fed's going to have to raise rates quicker than then they've led on. And just like Jerome Powell came out, a few weeks ago and said, guys, I think we're going to have to retire the word transitory from inflation. Like, my guy basically was like, buddy with transitory. Like, they were best friends. And out of nowhere, it was like he was questioned, and he felt like that was not the person he wanted to be hitched onto. And he was like, no, me and inflation, we don't really know each other all that well. That's basically what he did when he said that we're going to have to retire the word transitory from inflation. He wanted to separate those two things. He was like pretending, I don't know it. I don't know transitory. So he's been wrong. So if he's wrong again, and he has to, or they have to basically accelerate the rate hikes, right? The market's not going to like that. And we're going to see a drastic pullback at that point. Will it be like the type of pullback we saw with COVID? Probably not. I wouldn't think so. But will it be something like maybe half of that? I think it's very possible. So if we got ourselves into a predicament where the market pulls back 10, 12, 15%, right? Maybe even a little bit more than 15%, then I'm going to be looking to scoop up some names out there on special. Now, I always, every month in my retirement account, X amount of money goes into my retirement fund, right? I buy a mutual fund that's a target date retirement fund. I buy that every month. Doesn't matter what happens. That is my standard every month investment into the market. Okay. So what happens now is that this month, December, I sold a little bit of Tesla. That gives me more money into this year, right? Because a retirement account lets you put X amount of money into that account every year. So now I have a little extra money this year because I sold some Tesla. So I'm going to do my monthly plan every month as scheduled always. That thing's automated. But then I'm going to sit on a little chunk of cash. And then if we get that market pullback in, I don't know, March, April, May, June, maybe July, in that vicinity, when the Fed starts raising rates, then I'm going to be looking possibly to add to some names that I might have missed out on, didn't get to add on, stuff like that. This year, with rates going up, what we're going to see, we're going to see two things. We're going to see tech take a big hit, okay? Not necessarily tech like, I think my kid's trying to break into my room, and she did. Not necessarily... She's in there. She's trying to get into the room. She's 2 years old. She just figured out how to open the doors like 3 weeks ago. It's madness now. She's out there outside the door screaming, Papa. So we're going to see tech. And when I mean tech pulling back hard, I don't mean like Apple. Like, we'll probably see a pullback, but it ain't going to be crazy. Why? They're a profitable company. Apple. It's Apple, right? It's not necessarily those. But I will be looking to scoop up maybe a little bit of Apple, maybe a little bit of Alphabet, okay? Maybe a little bit of Facebook. But then there's going to be some more speculative ones that I want to scoop up. And the only reason I buy them now, right, is because they should be cheaper. And I have open positions on some of them like Palantir. So PLTR, super speculative. But in 20 years, I believe this company is still going to be around. This company has existed for the past 17, 18 years. So I'm pretty confident they're going to be around 20 years from now. And I'm pretty confident they're going to be a lot more expensive than they are now. So I'd be looking to scoop up some Palantir there and even here. And if for any reason I got all the way down there, I will scoop up a lot more. But that's me, right? This is just what I'm looking to do. Okay? Another one that I'm going to be looking at. Come on, cooperate. SoFi. I'm definitely going to be looking to scoop up some SoFi. And I'm definitely going to be looking to scoop up some SoFi here pretty soon. I think SoFi is something that has like a good long-term outlook, right? It's something that has potential to grow. They're nowhere near where Palantir, nowhere near where it should be. SoFi, nowhere near where it should be, right? Or where it could be. But I mean, I would say if I can scoop some up now, which I'm probably going to try some this week, just a little bit, just a starter. In front of that level, I think it's pretty damn good. If it gets lower, I'll scoop up some more. Why? These are not trades. These are not swing trades. These are long-term investments, meaning I'm going to put money in this company, and unless financially speaking something changes within the company, I'm not going to sell it. I'm not going to sell it. So if it goes lower, then in essence, if I think they're still valuable, I'm going to buy more of it, right? So those are two companies that I like. And it's not that I like them this year because I think that SoFi is going to be $40 this year, or I think Palantir is going to be 75. I don't think that's going to happen this year. I think they might even trade lower this year. It's just that I think they're going to be on special this year. Now, other companies that I like a lot and that I've opened up positions, right, since last year, D-Dog. I think it's in my wife's retirement account that we're long D-Dog from right in here. Right in there and right in here. And right in there. So I'll definitely be looking on this one if it pulls back into this 120 zone to add to that. Okay, so that's another one I'll be looking at. And it's going to be D-Dog. What else? Apple. You know, Apple. I don't know. Apple. I mean, it's freaking Apple. You know what I'm saying? But I don't know. Apple, I'm still a little bit... I like Apple in these 140s. I like Apple in these 140s. So maybe if we get down to the 140s, I'll scoop up some Apple. Disney. Scooped up some Disney recently on this drop. We scooped up some Disney recently on this drop. So I'll be looking at maybe add some more. If Disney... I mean, you got to understand. Look at how Disney traded all throughout the lockdowns. You know, I'm long Disney from in here. My average is now somewhere in here because I've added to it. And I'm going to look to add some more to it. So these are companies that you've seen how I've gone from speculative to moderate to now pretty damn secure. It's Disney, you know? So those are some that I'm going to be looking into. I'm also going to be looking, that's a good one, Aura. Roblox. I'm also going to be looking into Roblox. I think I would like to see Roblox get lower. I'd like to see Roblox get lower. I wouldn't mind that even getting back down here to this 200-day moving average. Like, I want to see Roblox basically fall out of favor with everyone and be like ignored. Because now everybody, no one was talking about Roblox. No one was talking about Roblox in there. No one was talking about Roblox in there. Everybody was like, Roblox, oh, that's a kid's game. Nobody was really talking about it. But I want to see Roblox. I want to see Roblox be ignored again, because that's when I'm going to come in and scoop some up for the long term. The same with Facebook. I'm a little bothered with Facebook because we had this reverse head and shoulders pattern that we were trading for a swing trade. And I got in Facebook in here and wrote it all the way up here. And I was holding on to it because I thought we were going to get back up here. But then the market took this disgusting dump and I stopped out of it in here. And I was glad I did. And I'll do it again. The issue for me in this case was I didn't come back in and buy it in front of 300. And that was my mistake. That was my mistake because that was a clear-cut support zone. Now, why did I stop out of it? Jesse, do you stop out of your long-term investments? No, unless the company's fundamentals changed. I stopped out of this because this was the entry on this was for a swing trade. It wasn't a long-term investment. A portion of that trade was going to be held as a long-term investment. A portion of that, but I stopped out of it fully. But that was the place to actually have been back into that one. But you know, we'll see. I'll see if I can ease myself back into it again. So that's it for stocks, for the stock market in general. Those are some of the tickers and some of the names I'll be looking into. As well as financials. You definitely want to look into some financials. Let me give you some tickers real quick here. So a couple of names that I'm going to be looking at. All right, a couple of names. Let me get my list here. Is going to be Okay, so a couple of names I'm going to be looking at, just grabbing my list here, is going to be MS, which is Morgan Stanley. I'm going to be looking into that one, all right, this year. And if I can get it to get back down here towards this 200-day moving average, I'll probably scoop up some. Just like open up a starter position on this name, and you'll be like, damn, Jesse, that thing's so high. Why would you buy it there? I don't think these people are going to go anywhere, obviously. Number one. Number two, financials should do good this year leading into next. So I would not be surprised to see Morgan Stanley trading like at 150 at some point here in the next, few months, right? So that's why I would scoop it up there. Would I have a stop on it? No, because I'm going to scoop this up for long-term hold. Very, very long-term hold. And I don't have these companies, I don't have them. So I don't have SoFi. I do have Palantir. I do have Disney. I do have D-Dog. But companies that I don't have Morgan Stanley. I don't have SoFi. And obviously, they're not in the same world. But I don't have them. So I'm looking to scoop these up, okay? Another one. Let me see. If I don't find it now. So I forgot to get my notebook with these. So if I don't find it now, what I'll do is I'll still talk about it here in the future. Give me 1 second here. Here we go. Here are two that I like a lot and I'll be looking into. So I love Vanguard funds. I love them. I love Vanguard ETFs. I love Vanguard mutual funds. So another one that I'll be looking into is VFH. I'm glad they didn't have it as VHF. That would have been hilarious. So VFH, Vanguard Financials ETF. I'll be looking into this one. And I'll be looking into XLF. So I'll be looking into all of these. These are going to be three. And you know what? I might not even pick up Morgan Stanley. I might just pick up Vanguard. I might just pick up VFH and hold on to it. So those are some that I'll be looking into. Just a heads up. Wanted to put that out there for you guys. Okay, so that's on the stock market. On the crypto side of things, I have a really weird and funny plan here. It's going to be a fun one for me anyways. My plan for the crypto side of things is I was simply going to grab X amount of money. Let's say I was thinking about 15,000. Maybe it'll be a little bit less, a little bit more. I'm going to have X amount of money and I was going to just throw that amongst a few coins. They're not meme coins. Okay. Like I think crypto's a meme in itself, really, not really, because they're Bitcoin, for example. That's not going anywhere. That's not disappearing. There's entire countries, Honduras, that have humongous amount of crypto, okay, especially Bitcoin. But Bitcoin, crypto is extremely speculative, extremely volatile. So what I was gonna do was I was gonna buy Bitcoin more. I already have my crypto portfolio, my long term. I don't trade actively crypto that much. I do little swing trades here and there. But my long-term crypto portfolio, Bitcoin, Ethereum, ADA, which is Cardano, ADA, Litecoin. That's what I have. I don't think I'm going to add any more Litecoin. I'll probably get out of Litecoin in the future when I get a chance at a decent level that I think it can get to. I'm going to definitely add to ADA. I'm going to definitely add to Ethereum, and I'm going to definitely add to Bitcoin. I need to add to Bitcoin more because I never bought enough Bitcoin. I'm up huge on the position, percentage wise, but P&L wise, it's not that big. I'm up like $4,000 or $5,000 on it when it should have been a whole lot more than that because my cost average on Bitcoin is under $20,000. Yep. I don't want to talk about it. Anyways, so I want to add Solana. I'm gonna add Solana. But why is my plan weird or funny or fun on this? Well, it's simple. It is because instead of taking all the money I had thought about using for crypto and buying the coins, I'm gonna grab that money and I'm probably gonna do a 50-50 of buying coins and then getting back into mining. I'm seriously considering getting back into crypto mining. Why? It's fun. It's fun, and you're never just out all the money in the coins because you have hardware. You have hardware that's worth some money. So if one day crypto, look, anything can go to zero. The world ends, we go to zero, right? One day crypto goes to zero. Well, those graphics cards are still going to be worth something. Oh, but Jesse, Ethereum is going to go from proof of work to proof of stake. Those GPUs are going to be worthless. I have a video that I'm going to be working on. It's going to come out more than likely tomorrow or Tuesday, talking about my crypto plan. Make sure you come back out and watch that video, because I'm going to tell you why I'm going to go ahead and put a portion of that money into crypto mining. Not only because it's fun, not only because it's actually passive income once you get your stuff running. I have right now 3 graphics cards running, very small little rig. I used my old computer that had 1 graphics card. I bought another one, installed it, and I used that old computer to mine. And then I have a brand new computer which I needed in order to stream nicely and smoothly and work properly without having any issues. I had to upgrade my computer. So that computer itself mines when I'm not on YouTube, when I'm not streaming, when I'm not trading. That computer's mining for me. The other one, I'm actually expanding it. I'm gonna have 4 cards in it, 4 1080 GTXs, EVGAs. I'm gonna have those mining. And right now, that computer, between both of them, they can roughly make about $3,000 a year. And it requires very little effort for me. So that's why I was like, you know, this is a no-brainer. I'm going to put it to mine and it'll make me money, like without me having to do anything. Look, like right now, I'll show you really quickly. I'm going to show you right now. I don't have, because I'm streaming, so I don't have this computer mining. So I only have 1 computer mining. You can see right here. See how one says offline? The other one's online, and the other one is mining away. It's not making a whole lot. It's only 2 cards, and right now this is like the lowest I've seen it in a minute. $2.71 a day is what it's making. But I started mining it back in Friday of last week, of the 24th, so Christmas Eve. Yeah, Christmas Eve is when I started mining. $55. Doing absolutely nothing. So it's a no-brainer to set that up. I used to mine years ago, and I got out of it. And now I'm like, you know what? I should have never gotten out of it. All right, so that is that. That's what I'm going to be doing with that. Now, real estate wise, I'm looking to buy another property this year, and I prefer not to buy it cash. I prefer to buy it with a down payment and mortgage it. But I'm actually thinking about just buying it flat out cash. I know I'm going to miss some tax advantages with that property, but it's okay. My other property has a mortgage, my other investment property. So I'm really looking to put this money to work in an investment property where I rent it, and then that that rent income pays for my mortgage payment here at home. So that's my other long-term investment idea that I'm going to be working on this year. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm thinking long-term. Oh, Joe. Okay, man. Okay, well, I'm glad you were able to hear the reply to that. Puts on AMC this week? Probably not. Aura, you're in ADA. Yeah, I want to scoop up some more ADA here soon. It's at a level that's worth scooping up some, in my opinion. What was the other one? AMC. I don't want to buy it here. I want AMC. I don't chase stocks. I don't chase stocks up or down. So I want AMC to get back up there and test that 200-day moving average for me. I want it to get back up there. I want AMC to get back up there like this. Let me erase the circle. Let me draw you what I want to happen, right? I want AMC to get it back up there. Where's my, here we go. And I want to see this begin to happen. I want to get that death cross. And then I want AMC to reject that level so that I can then buy puts. Where's my square? So that I can then buy puts for a swing trade and ride AMC back down to where it belongs, into oblivion. So what do I think AMC? I think AMC this year, we see it back down here. That's where I think we'll see it, especially if it cannot bounce off of 15. So that's where I think we'll see AMC this year. That's my prediction for AMC. That's where we'll see it this year. All right. Some people will hate me for it. Some people will give a thumbs down to the video for it. But it is what it is. That's where I think we'll see AMC this year. Unless magically somehow it breaks back up here, I think we see AMC get itself back down there. So I'd like to do some swing trades on some puts and write it down after it gets that death cross. So there you go, guys. That's what I'm looking for on AMC. And then my SPY prediction, like I said, it all depends on the Fed. And if the Fed has to raise rates faster than expected, faster than they've announced, it all depends how much higher we go. I think initially this month we might see the SPY, give us a move back at some point and go to new all-time highs. So I think the SPY can make new all-time highs this month. But I think after the Fed says, hey guys, we're going to have to raise rates faster than expected, maybe late spring or sometime early summer, maybe the Fed comes out and says, guys, we're going to have to raise rates faster than expected, or they just come out with a bigger rate hike than expected. Whatever it is, it's going to be not expected. Then I think, it's easy to see the market start to trade wild and start to trade possibly down here again, depending how high it climbs. Because what if the SPY goes to $500? A 15% pullback from that is going to be different, right? So let's say we go to 500. Okay, we could see the SPY 15% pullback later in the year, and we get down here, trade, 530s, 525. We could see that. We could see that happen. So if the SPY never gets up over $500, we could probably see the SPY get back down here and trade in that range. And it's like everybody's gonna be like, oh my God, the world's ending. That's what they're gonna say. That's what they're gonna think. That's what it doesn't feel like, right? But when you scroll back, look at the grand scheme of things. Did the world end? The world ended if you bought and sold it at the top, right? But if you're a long-term investor, the world didn't end. That's what I'm saying, Like, even if the SPY, and that's deep, got down here to 400, did the world end? You know what I'm saying? And then I think that what we'll see is a lot of hype between March through July. A lot of huge days up, a lot of huge days down, stuff like that. So I think it's going to provide a lot of opportunity. Because I was telling the group in the free Discord, okay? I was telling the group in the free Discord this week, you can join us here, that last year, throughout this drop here and this recovery, I was having crazy days. We didn't have a chat room, nothing back then. I was having crazy days. And this is why it's so important to go through the courses, okay? This is why right now it's important to go through the courses. Because if we start having crazy days leading up into spring and summer, and you're new to trading and you don't know what you're doing, you can't take advantage of that. That's why, becoming a DTC Pro student is so important. So you can go through the courses, go through all the quizzes, go through all the final exams, go through all the tests, and take advantage of that. That's why it's so important, honestly. Because if you're not trained up, right? If you're not trained up, then you miss out. Because if we start having crazy days like that, I was having insane days last year. Well, not last year, back in 2020 when we were having that huge drop, I was having insane days. I'm talking about I was having multiple $1,000, $1,500, $1,800 days in a row. Boom, 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 back to back. And I think leading into the summer, leading into late spring, we might see not necessarily that drastic, but we might see big days off the back of news of the Fed raising rates. This is the type of stuff that we've been talking about. Guys, I've been talking about this since December 2020. I said, I think that they're going to have to stop the asset repurchasing program earlier than expected. Boom, they did. Of course they did, because they lied to us, because they don't want to ensue panic. But those of us who are educated, we know better. So now, ever since not December, ever since like October, November, I've been saying the Fed's going to have to raise rates faster than expected and probably higher. And if that happens, we're going to get crazy volatile days in the market. And you want to take advantage of that. Because that's where we live. We live in the volatility. My best days were in those extreme volatile days. Those are my best days. Lately, my best days And we've been killing it in chat. And there's members in chat that can attest to it. They're in here right now. We were killing it in here. We absolutely killed it in here. We destroyed it in here. Why? What's the difference in those days? Volatility. We were killing it in here. We were killing it in here. Why? Because volatility. Volatility is where day traders live. That's where day traders live. And you want to take advantage of that, and you want to get trained up. And if you're new and you want to figure it out on YouTube, by all means. But you know what's going to happen? You're not going to figure it out fast enough. That's why courses are important, because they help you figure it out quicker. They help you figure it out quicker. Let me show you really quickly what I'm talking about. You come in here into your dashboard. This is the DTC Pro dashboard. Look at all your courses are here. Day Trading 101, Advanced Day Trading, Options Trading, Short Selling is the one that comes out this month. Swing Trading is already out. Futures Trading is not out yet. That won't be out for some time. But those are all your courses. And then you have your video lesson library. Look at your video lesson library. These are our most recent videos. Here are favorite videos, okay? And then if you come here, you have trading psychology, technical analysis, day trading recaps, fundamental lessons. You have nearly 300 videos, nearly 300 videos. And right now we're doing free scanners for a whole year of TC2000 with the charting, obviously real-time data, all the goodies for a whole year to anyone who signs up to the DTC Pro. But that special will end on Friday, guys. All right, just a quick heads up. All right, so now that we've gone over everything we were going to go over today, if you have any last minute questions about DTC Pro or the DTC Lite, because we also have DTC Lite, if you have any questions regarding any of that or any other tickers, definitely let me know. Look, if you come here, here's daytraderchatroom.com, you click sign up, you come here, see free scanners, all right, TC2000 ends on 107. This ended on the 31st. But Jonah, the side admin and my business partner, said, bro, you know what? Let's extend it to Friday. Why? Because we want DTC Pro signups, right, to have all the proper tools to be able to excel this year, because this year is going to be nuts. You have DTC Lite, $24.99, all right? And then you have DTC Pro, $8.99, and then you get the free scanners, all right? And what's the difference? Well, the difference is you get all the courses, you get a free one-on-one with me, you get the video lesson library, plus you get all the tools in the dashboard as well, okay? So here's everything that you're going to get. Boom. So the DTC Pro gets everything that you get on the monthly, which is DTC Lite, plus everything else that's on here. All right, and you lock in your price. So in the future, if we're like at $1,500, guess what you pay? $8.99. $8.99. All right, just like if you sign up to DTC Lite, in the future we might be $50 a month. You're going to be locked in at $24.99, and we're always going to be more inclined to help you out when you want to become a DTC Pro. All right, guys, so you got those two options there for you to sign up. If there are no more questions, I will be getting out of here and enjoying the rest of the Sunday, because tomorrow's Monday. We got to get to work and hit up those trades. Guys, another thing, for those of you who are new in the chat room, I'm there all day long. This is what I do all day. So I'm there in the morning for pre-market. I'm there when the bell rings. We go over the charts. We go over my alerts. Look, you know what? Let me bring up the Discord real quick, and I'll show you what it looks like. Let me show you really quickly what it looks like. So here you go. Here are all my alerts are. Like all my alerts, they're all here. Okay, they go on and on and on. You come over here to the DTC Pro, the DTC trading floor, and you could see here, you know, there's some people who just joined here really quickly, Wavy, and you can see here how we're always talking nonstop. People coming in. We got over 300 members in here. All right. You have your chart section as well. You can come in here. We use the bot to look up charts. And if you have questions about membership stuff, that's always here. You got off topic. We're always talking in here in the off topic section, the meme section for fun, just to have some fun, some lighthearted fun. All right. And then you have, obviously, here's where the live streams go. Tomorrow's free chat Monday. You can join us for free and you can come watch us for free all day long. Here you can see all the members that are online and offline right now. Oh, I wish I could scroll easier. Over 300 members. So come on by and check us out. All right, guys. Any questions, let us know, and I'll be getting out of here. Oh, Trading Yoga Girl, my pleasure. All right, guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. I hope to see you all tomorrow, Monday, in the Discord. Again, the link is pinned to the top, but I'll give it to you again if you want. Here's the free chat Monday link. You can use this one instead if you like. All right, guys. Any questions, let us know. Reach out, and I hope to see you all again tomorrow morning in the Discord and again in the live stream. I'll be on YouTube 8 a.m.